across northern Queensland. This is WIN News.
Tonight, just how many COVID cases are going undetected in Queensland? Inland Rail pushing ahead with major contracts awarded. Plus, did those extra 2 weeks of school holidays help northern tourism operators? Good evening, welcome to WIN News, I'm Lincoln Humphries. Also tonight, how street art is raising spirits, plus the profile of this country town. Queensland is expanding its COVID booster rollout with 16 and 17-year-olds now eligible to receive their third jab. Health authorities urging everyone to keep rolling up their sleeves with growing concern cases are going undetected throughout our state.
Boosting the booster rollout. 16 and 17-year-olds are now eligible for their third COVID vaccine, and Queensland is ready.
If your child is 16, 17, they're eligible for their booster, they will be able to get those at our vaccination centres that are offering booster shots.
89% of the state is now double vaccinated, but the Premier wants rates to be higher sooner.
School is starting on Monday. We have 35.94% of our 5 to 11-year-olds that have had one dose. I would like to see that up a bit more.
Renewed calls for testing too as a winter wave looms. A recent study on the Gold Coast involving 117 people on January 22nd revealing the virus is spreading undetected.
20 came back positive. That's 1 in 6 people on that one day.
If you have any symptoms, no matter how mild, because what this shows is if you've got symptoms, you've more than likely got COVID.
Queensland recorded 8,600 new cases today, 749 hospitalisations and 9 deaths, all aged over 60.
3 were unvaccinated, 1 had received a single dose of vaccine, 4 had received 2 doses of vaccine, and only 1 of the 9 had received a booster.
Hayden Manso, WIN News.
Construction of the highly anticipated Inland Rail project is one step closer tonight, with the Australian Rail Track Corporation awarding $143 million in contracts to AUSTRAC to supply railway sleepers for the multi-billion-dollar project. The new deals will see at least 30 new jobs at AUSTRAC's Rockhampton and Wagga Wagga sites, creating more than 1 million sleepers.
It's the multi-billion-dollar project to grow regional Australia on and off the track.
We're making sure that people believe in the future. We're making sure that Australia exists away from Sydney, Brisbane and Melbourne.
The Australian Rail Track Corporation signing contracts worth $143 million with one of the country's largest railway sleeper manufacturers to supply the Inland Rail project.
We're going to make 1.3 million sleepers over 5 years, so that's 50 jobs for 5 years, plus all the other jobs that are going to be created in the industries that supply us.
That contract would see 95 workers, including 30 new jobs created across its Rockhampton and Wagga Wagga sites, in addition to the 250,000 sleepers already manufactured for the Narrabri to North Star section of Inland Rail.
It's a great sign that Inland Rail is continuing to make fantastic progress. It's a project that we all feel proud to be part of, connecting Melbourne to Brisbane and importantly through regional areas of Queensland.
Already, Inland Rail has seen over 700 contracts awarded to over 400 Australian businesses with over $2.2 billion, with more to come as work on the national building project progresses.
It's great that we still make things in this country. We should be making more, and it's through providing contracts like this that means we're going to have more Made in Australia stickers, more little kangaroos, yellow kangaroos on a green background in your shops.
It's super important that we get local businesses get first go at all local contracts. We've seen the local Labor state government make sure that AUSTRAC can deliver sleepers through Queensland Rail, and again what we're seeing is the coalition following Labor's lead.
Leanne Neeby, WIN News.
The extra 2 weeks of school holidays have been a huge boost for our tourism operators, who usually see a slump after the Christmas-New Year period. It comes as new data reveals regional Queensland towns are some of the most in demand for this Easter.
An extra 2 weeks of school holidays, a win for most students, but only some tourism operators.
We range between the 60 to 80% mark. Normally you'd sit on the 40 to 50.
We have observed that some regions within a drive distance of major population centres have done relatively better.
It's challenging to get those Southeast Queenslanders up to Townsville with such a short amount of notice. We are hearing that hospitality industry in particular are still sitting at 50 to 60% below where they would normally be at this time of year.
Thousands of holidaymakers in the southeast choosing to extend their stays, their impact felt across wider regions.
Our attractions have reported anecdotally an increase in bookings, an increase in throughput through their facilities. So it's really encouraging to get that extra lift as we come into our shoulder season.
Now the focus turns to the Easter holidays, with new data from booking site What If revealing the Sunshine Coast, Cairns, Whitsundays and the Fraser Coast were among the top 10 destinations for April getaways in the country.
We're hoping to be in the high 90s for the Easter period. I think we'll start to return to some sort of normality with traditional booking patterns. But again, in saying that, who knows?
Especially when the trend of last-minute bookings brought on by pandemic uncertainty still seems to be sticking around.
We hope that in between now and Easter will sustain some business. That's been a tough time for operators.
We're approaching or in our peak here in North Queensland, and we do think that once we get through this part of COVID, there is some optimism on the other side.
Emily Steinhardt, Win News.
A mural makeover is painting one rural Queensland town as a vibrant agricultural destination while attracting hundreds of visitors in the process. It's hoped the popularity of street art will lead to a trail of more outdoor paintings across regional Queensland.
It's a tiny town with a big, bright showstopper.
Because it's right along the highway, so lots of honking and people pulling over and taking photos. And
that wall just used to be a nothing wall, but now you can see at both sides, and they do genuinely bring you joy.
This once lifeless pavilion in Crow's Nest transformed into a vibrant country mural, funded by a $40,000 Commonwealth grant. It showcases the agricultural history of the timber town, while re-energising farmers hit hard by destructive weather.
It was a great chance to promote the Crow's Nest show every day, and also sort of give a nod to what the local farmers produce here. We ended up going with the dairy cattle because it's a bit of a minority group in agriculture, and it's probably about time that they got a bit of recognition.
Also capturing the attention of tourists stopping to watch the live art show.
We've got Hisco painting on the wall, and below him there's children scribbling. And I think painting and, pulling up with their bikes for a yarn.
People travel right out of their way to go and see this art, and then of course they spend money, they buy fuel, they buy coffees, and they go to the local pharmacy.
After the huge success of this project, it's hoped more regional Queensland landscapes will come to life ahead of show season.
That will attract a lot of the travelling public to come and see what he's conjured up, so it's really exciting.
People kept contacting me for more of this sort of work, which is amazing. I never thought I would be able to do it full time, and let alone be in demand.
Amy Buckingham, Win News.
Still to come on Win News this evening across North Queensland, the search for 250,000 unregistered firearms and how you can have a say on a new sports and recreation precinct.
Strangers.
We just get on like magic.
On honeymoon. As love takes hold.
We're both just really happy.
I have very few imperfections. It's just one of my toes.
Stop it! The honesty box.
Are you willing to really try?
Rips hearts.
I'm not saying you're not a man or anything like that.
Apart.
Smile, princess.
More like a horror movie than a honeymoon.
Tonight, 7:30. Then Sunday, married's final weddings.
I'm in love. It's everything.
Surprise her this Valentine's Day with Pandora's buy two and get the third free offer. Available for a limited time only. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Wow, what a show.
You enjoy it?
Oh. I know it's getting on, but is there anywhere we can catch a late meal?
Wouldn't that be breakfast?
Selling season is here. Have you been wondering if it's the right time to sell your home, or maybe just sit tight? To help make your decision easier, there's now Domain for Owners, a tool that looks at key market indicators for properties like yours. You can follow your home's estimated value, current demand, and local activity for free and straight away. See what your next move should be with Domain for Owners. Download the Domain app today.
The Nick Scarley January sale, extended for 1 week only. Last days to save up to 40% off a huge range of quality furniture. The Nick Scarley January sale, must end Sunday.
When you discover mold that's taken hold, couches that make you cower, a mattress clean, pets from the sea, make your aircon use less power. For professional home services and more, all you need's Electro Dry. Electro Dry, Electro Dry.
Vantage Reward members will share in over $500,000 in cash and prizes this month at the Ville. Visit the-ville.com.au for promotion details and make sure you're signed up as a member to Townsville's most rewarding club.
You're watching Channel 9 across regional Australia on the WIN network.
More than 250,000 unregistered guns are estimated to be in circulation around our country. This year's National Illegal Firearms Campaign is encouraging Aussies to hand in illegal or unwanted weapons to be registered or destroyed, or report information to stop them falling into the wrong hands.
No illegal guns. Because an illegal gun is a dangerous gun.
We're urged not to turn a blind eye to the serious implications of these firearms remaining in our communities. Anyone who suspects that someone has an illegal gun can contact Crime Stoppers. The confronting reality of our nation's struggling supply chains is under the spotlight as the food shortage crisis hits our elderly. Dietitians are sounding the alarm for an urgent government intervention as some aged care homes are left with just days' worth of supply.
It's terrible. You're looking at the four walls and it's terrible. They can't lock us away like this.
Harrowing and heartbreaking, but this is reality. Our most vulnerable locked away as facilities lock down.
That's the worst feeling I've ever had because it leaves you drained.
The aged are the forgotten, and it's not right. I'm sorry, but it's not right.
Families are watching loved ones fade away as the aged care sector falls apart, crippled by COVID outbreaks and staff shortages, and now yet another threat residents can't escape.
There's been a silent killer in aged care, and that silent killer is known as malnutrition. And it's just been amplified through this pandemic.
Aged care homes facing a nutrition nightmare as supply chains struggle to reach them, some down to just 2 days food supply.
We've seen a dire shortage, so we've seen much more reliance on canned food, processed food, the access to fresh, nutritious food, fresh fruit and vegetables has been a real issue.
Even more so for regional and rural services, stretched for resources even without a crippled supply chain.
As soon as there's major issues around distribution, those problems that they face are just exacerbated.
Those that are aware of nutrition are approaching dietitians to try and get the best possible solution from the food that they have available.
But experts fear malnutrition will lead to more hospitalisations and pressure on our exhausted healthcare system. Dietitians Australia is calling for an urgent review to the National Nutrition Policy to avoid crises like this one, to which the Aged Care Minister's Office says one's being considered.
The sector is performing, I think, extremely well, despite the extraordinary difficulties of the Omicron wave.
Aged care is in a tough place at the moment.
Sasha Harnapol, WIN News.
Time for your sports news up next with Melissa Russell. The Cowboys confirm where all their players will play if they're not selected in the NRL squad. Also ahead, the Townsville Fire not fazed by a WNBL reshuffle, fully focused on getting back in the winner's circle.
shut up and take my money.
Nothing like a party in the summertime. Nothing like seeing you, baby, looking so fine. Ooh, nothing like a party.
At Spotlight, save more at our summer savings sale with 40% off the entire range of quilts, 40% off sheet sets and individual sheets, and 50% off the entire range of towels. So you can shake it, make it and dry it for less. Sale on now. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
Wondering when you can put your pants back on? That's common. Putting on a brave face during physio?
How's that feel?
That's common. Insurance that puts people before profit? That's uncommon. At HCF, we're freezing health fund rates until November 1st, 2022. Join Australia's largest not-for-profit health fund today. HCF. Uncommon care.
HelloFresh's new summer menu is bringing you the goodness of delicious meals shared together. Now with fresh summer recipes, perfect for inside or outside, shared with those that matter the most. Share the goodness this summer with HelloFresh.
Snuggle in and shop your way at the Plush New Year New Sofa Sale, where you can get up to 50% off every sofa, 100% made for you. Sale ends Sunday.
Your local Choice Main gets you back to school and uni. Update the family desktop with this HP Pavilion Tower. Great value at just $798. Save $200. Get your work done on the go with this cracking HP 15-inch laptop. Only $998. Or how about a big Intel Core i7 power boost with this HP? Now $1,198. Save $300. Just come and see our experts. We'll get you sorted. Get into your local Choice Main now. No worries.
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need: furniture, bedding, electrical and technology.
The Dolphins have completed the Bromwich brothers set, with Kenny signing for the NRL's newest venture today. Meanwhile, the Titans unveiled 21-year-old Queensland Origin representative Tino Fa'asu-Malawi as club captain.
Big Tino has already proven himself as one of the game's top forwards, but can he lead the Gold Coast to their first premiership?
That's our goal this year, and that's going to be our goal every year, you know, to win that trophy. And as long as we keep getting better each game, each week and each year is the main thing. But yeah, hopefully one day we can bring the trophy here, and it'd be pretty amazing to have a picture hopefully on one of these walls of us holding that trophy up.
Wayne Bennett and the Dolphins have dipped into the Storm squad again, Kenny Bromwich joining his brother Jesse in Redcliffe next year, while the Melbourne outfit welcomed the return of Nelson Asafa-Solomona after a vaccine standoff with the club.
Pretty nervous to come back, but really happy to be back and be back with the boys. I think I was more nervous about what I was in for. I knew the Storm wasn't going to take it easy on me coming back.
The Broncos are aiming for 4 straight NRLW titles, and their nursery just keeps on producing. The club will let rip Sunshine Coast product Hayley Maddock this season, who's known as one of the best touch footballers in the world.
Definitely been a lot of girls that are training really hard and pushing for that spot to make their first cap, and Hayley Maddock is one that I'm really keen to watch.
And the Cowboys have named their player allocations for the Northern Pride, including Cairns product and rising stars Hamaso Tabuai-Fidow and Helam Lukey. Ted Roker, Win News.
While the Women's Ashes series continues today, Australia A's fixtures wrapped up yesterday. The Aussie team went through undefeated in 5 games against the English second side. Queensland keeper George Redmayne was sharp as ever behind the stumps, claiming 6 catches and 4 stumpings. Toowoomba Georgia Vole impressed with the bat in her first 2 senior appearances in the green and gold, while Mergen product Courtney Sipple took 7 wickets in the 4 games she played at an average of just 15. Yacht racing teams have started their training regimes ahead of the 74th annual Brisbane to Gladstone yacht race. Win News caught up with one of the crews who'll be vying for Lion honours when the action sets sail this Easter.
For the last 9 years, restless skipper John Eibel and his crew have rolled up their sleeves and got to work on the water, making sure they are race ready for one of regional Queensland's most iconic events.
Gave her annual maintenance, did a keel and rudder check for the Brisbane to Gladstone,
So yeah, on the high tide this morning.
With sailing club season now underway, the team's training regime is in full swing, the crew under no illusion about the long hours needed to prepare for the gruelling 300 nautical mile journey.
We spend a lot of hours practicing sail changes, trimming and social activities as well. We do some races up around Keppel Bay beforehand, so they're weekends away. These bunch of guys behind us and other members of the sailing club. So yeah, we do spend a lot of time away and qualifying for these races.
Gladstone Ports Corporation is already preparing to host dozens of majestic vessels and thousands of visitors to the region, with over 100 metres of pontoons already in place along the marina.
We're in our new marina lounge here. We've had a real upgrade to the facilities in the marina, including new shower facilities, so we're really looking forward to welcome everybody in. We've got a really fantastic marina and there's plenty to do in the surrounds, not just on the water, but by land as well.
It's still anyone's guess who will cross the finish line first, with local legends 2021 winner Wistari and Restless set for an epic rematch when the race returns April 15th.
Those two will always battle it out. Wistari's here in the water as well, so we're looking forward to cheering on our local heroes across the finish line.
Leanne Neeby, Win News.
They may be fifth on the WNBL ladder, but the Townsville Fire is confident it can put its recent losses behind it and come out on top when it faces Sydney on Sunday. COVID complications, meaning there's now even less time on the court before finals begin.
Back-to-back losses, a nasty burn for the Fire, but they're ready to bounce back against the Sydney Uni Flames.
Obviously the double loss on the weekend is kind of in the back of everyone's mind. We know that we just kind of have to put a good 40 minutes together, so we're just working on being consistent and working on the detailed stuff and trying to be more disciplined within our offence and defence.
After individual efforts were criticised, pressure is mounting to keep their position on the ladder.
We don't spend that much time during practice working on our individual skills, so that kind of falls back on the players themselves to be able to get in the gym on their own time and work on their finishes.
COVID disruptions have forced Basketball Australia to release the remainder of the WNBL season 2 weeks at a time, meaning Fire fans only have 5 more home games here at the Townsville Entertainment Centre before the regular season ends on March 16. But the reshuffle doesn't concern our head coach.
All the things we do, we base off when the game is and everything as well. So we'll just make those adjustments if we need to. All we're worrying about is beating Sydney on Sunday.
Teams will now play a total of 18 games each, 3 less than originally scheduled.
We need to control what we can control, take it 1 week at a time, step up and play our best each game. And if we do that, I think we'll be around the mark.
Hayden Menso, Win News.
An enthralling 3-point win for the Sunshine Coast Lightning in its first trial match of the year, playing 6 10-minute periods against the GWS Giants, taking down the minor premiers from last season on their own court, starting the Sydney tour on the right note. The Lightning led for most of the match, showing they could be a premiership threat once again this season. The Queensland Firebirds and Collingwood collide next Thursday for their first trial hit-out. And that's Thursday Night in Sport. Adam Straney joins us next for your weather details.
Strangers.
We just get on like magic.
On honeymoon. As love takes hold.
We're both just really happy.
I have very few imperfections. It's just one of my toes.
Stop it! The Honesty Box.
Are you willing to really try?
Rips hearts.
I'm not saying you're not a man or anything like that.
Apart.
Smile, princess.
More like a horror movie than a honeymoon.
Tonight, 7:30. Then Sunday, Married's Final Weddings.
Beaumonts have tiles.
And bathroom wear. How's this new brush gold mix-up from $238 with a 25-year cartridge warranty and up to 25% off bathroom wear?
You'll be happy you chose Beaumonts.
Got Manshake? Get expert advice on your weight loss goals at your local Terry White Chemmart. The Manshake
and the Lady Shake
at Terry White Chemmart. Now that's real chemistry.
Try Tip Top Thins. They're a softer, lighter lunch the whole family will enjoy. And each sandwich thin has 35% less calories and carbs than a medium wrap.
With Australia's native wildflowers under threat, pushed closer to extinction by the devastating bushfires, Botanica has partnered with WWF to help save threatened wildflower species from extinction. Botanica by Airwick, home fragrances made with the planet in mind.
Stud Masters and Steer Breeders. Big Country Sale is setting the standard at Charters Towers Monday 7th and Tuesday 8th of February. 449 exceptional red and grey Brahmans, stud sires, herd bulls, stud heifers, including the pole power of 227 lots. Invest in the Brahman breed's premier genetics. Going once, going twice, gone. To bid up and buy at Big Country. February 7th and 8th, Charters Towers.
Now at Harvey Norman, throw away the mop and bucket. No need to vacuum. The time-saving Karcher FC7 cordless hard floor cleaner is here with microfiber rollers that get right to the edge and underneath for fast all-in-one cleaning and a quick drying time. Featuring clever twin tank technology. Now you can take care of all kinds of wet and dry messes around your home quickly and easily. The Karcher FC7 cordless hard floor cleaner, just $799, exclusive to Harvey Norman.
Go!
This report brought to you by Harvey Norman for everything you need: furniture, bedding, electrical and technology.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Adam Straney. Further heavy falls and severe thunderstorms are forecast over the coming days. We'll check those details in just a tick, because take a look at this one from Renee. The lightning right across the sky, absolutely perfect. It's pretty much what we saw over the past 24 hours. Remember to send your weather pics to us. Just email weather@winqld.com.au. Lightning took over our skies right along the coastline. Townsville had lunchtime temps feeling 6 degrees warmer than what the mercury showed, around about 34 degrees. Down there in Ayr, 34 as well. Charters Towers to 34, and on the coast there, Bowen, around about 32 degrees. Further south, we see very similar conditions with severe storms from the afternoon. Mackay, 34 degrees, along with Serena. And out there at Hamo, 33 degrees. Pretty humid morning around Proserpine as well, and that rainfall may lead to flash flooding, so please do take care. On to the charts. There's a trough that will draw deep tropical moisture right across the east of the coast, with the associated shower and severe thunderstorm activity. And looking ahead, that trough will then move right across the remaining Queensland coast tomorrow, while a strong ridge develops in the wake of that trough. So on to the waters for tomorrow. Townsville, strong wind warning has been issued for showers and thunderstorms likely. Winds up to 30 knots for Mackay. Gale warning in place for the Mackay coast, with showers and storms about as well. And taking a look at the tides, high tide for Townsville tomorrow around about 11:25, and for Mackay just prior to 1 in the afternoon. So to the forecast, cloudy, possible severe thunderstorms with heavy rain, which may lead to flash flooding. Townsville tops of 32 degrees. As we head further south of Bowen and Charters Towers, well, we have got some more of these conditions to continue. Proserpine to 31 and Mackay 30 degrees for tomorrow. So for Townsville tomorrow, showers and up to around about 50 mils expected, 32 the top, while for Mackay, showers up to 70 mils expected for tomorrow and tops of 30. In the days ahead, showers easing over the weekend with thunderstorms lingering in parts. And for the Whitsundays, light showers with storms clearing. Link, just one more day, my man, one more day.
Excellent, Straney. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you very much for your company this evening. I hope you're having a good one as well. You can join us once again tomorrow night from 5:30 with the latest local news, sport and weather. In the meantime, you can always catch us online. Have a great evening. Good night.
This has been a Win News presentation. Win News, Regional Australia's #1 news source.